Yeah, I tell people I don't eat meat. They go, oh my God, you're gonna die. You need meat. You need protein. You can't have protein without meat. To a lot of people, that's synonymous. If you want protein, you gotta have meat. You can't get protein from anything else. Sure you can. What is protein? Protein is just a molecule. Our body builds things out of it, and the molecule is made up of a bunch of little things called amino acids. For our body to manufacture a unit of protein takes 20 of those amino acids, 20 different amino acids, so we need those amino acids. Our body can manufacture most of those Our body can manufacture most of those amino acids. There's about 9 of them. 9 of them our body cannot manufacture that we have to ingest. And those are called the 9 essential amino acids. So let's back up just a second. When our body builds a muscle or a piece of tissue out of protein, it just doesn't take the hunk of protein that we ate and smear it on our bodies. If you look down, you don't see like a chicken leg where your leg was. You don't need a piece of steak, and your body just kind of just says, oh, I'll just paste it right here on your pec, and you're going to have a massive steak pec. Unless, of course, you're Lady Gaga. I am guessing she's not a vegan. No, it doesn't. It takes that piece of steak, it digests it, it breaks it down into, guess what? If you guessed amino acids, you guessed correctly. Yes, it breaks it down into its component amino acids. Then inside your body, there's a whole pool of amino acids from the broken down food that you ate, and your body picks through them, plucks them, mashes them around, grabs the one it needs, puts them in order so that they're in the correct proportions in order that it needs to build a protein molecule for whatever it needs it for. And it goes and installs it in your body. So what's the difference between animal protein and plant protein? People think they prefer. Generally, people like animal protein better than plant protein because it's complete protein. It's got all 20 of the amino acids in it in kind of the proportions that we need. If you eat a plant and it's got protein in it, that protein may be missing 1 or 2 of those amino acids, so it's not a complete protein. It's an incomplete protein. That's what incomplete means. It means not complete. So the advantage, quote unquote, of animal protein is that every bite of animal protein that you take has all the necessary ingredients you need to make more protein. That's kind of the general idea. Whereas plant protein may be missing some of those little tiny pieces. But if you eat 2 kinds of different plant protein, if you eat like peas and then brown rice together, that combination of them has all the stuff you need. You don't need to eat it at the same meal. You can eat it in the same day. And it's just as good as meat protein. Because like I said, when your body decides it wants to build protein, it doesn't just grab a piece of corn and stick it here. Just put peas all over here. And you got pea skin. What is pea skin? Pea skin? It breaks the peas down, it breaks the rice down, it plucks out those amino acids like a string of beads, puts them back together, and forms protein. And that final protein built from vegetable amino acids is just as good, every bit as good, identical to the piece of protein it would have built by stringing together animal amino acids. It's kind of like maybe building cars. We can buy a used car, take it all apart, clean it all up, shine it all up, put it back together, and sell it. So that's like taking a complete protein, a complete car, taking it apart, putting it back together, because we don't just resell them without taking them apart, cleaning them, putting them back together, just like your body doesn't just smear steak on your pecs. That'd be kind of analogous to eating animal protein. Or we can buy 2 halved cars. This car over here, which is missing parts in the rear end. This car over here, which is missing parts in the front. Take them apart, clean them all up, and take those parts, put them together, build a car that's just as good as the other one that we took apart and put together, all from the same car. As long as they're the same type, right? They got to be compatible. So how do you go about handling this? In terms of vegan nutrition, you have to go, oh my God, I ate this kind and it's missing this particular enzyme, and so I better eat this kind that has that kind of enzyme, but it's missing this, but then I need this kind that, and then you keep track, and maybe you write a little list, and you just cross them off and say, I ate that, and I better put this in the same meal, and you drive yourself nuts. You don't need to do all that. It's very simple. All you gotta do is eat a variety of whole plant foods every day. Eat some grains, eat some legumes, eat some veggies, eat some fruits. I've said this many times. Eat from the rainbow. For a different reason, not because of protein, because all those different colored fruits and vegetables got different phytochemicals in it that fight all kinds of different things, help combat aging. We still get older because we're still riding around the sun on this planet, but helps combat the effects of aging. So that's all there is to it. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Just eat a variety, and your body will pluck the amino acids that it needs and string them together, and before you know it, you'll be big and strong like a gorilla or a moose or some other strong animal that doesn't eat meat. Not weak like a pomegranate or whatever those little fuzzy dogs are called. I don't